So I have this theory that when it comes to the moon in Scorpio, the only way you're ever really going to understand this or get a good representation of a Scorpio moon, male or female, is to actually talk to one. And so I'm going to try my hardest to give a description of what it means to have a Scorpio moon due to the fact that I have one. Your Scorpio moon sign, we're considered to be in fall. We're some messed up individuals emotionally, supposedly. But that's not right, man. It's not right to label some Scorpio moons as being messed up, because we aren't. We just feel things very, very deeply. When you think of the sign Scorpio, you think of suspiciousness, privacy, highly ambitious, super questioning, a big lack of distrust there. So when you're dealing with the moon in Scorpio, this is somebody who deals with like all the Scorpio energy on an emotional level. Somebody who emotionally is distrustworthy, somebody who is emotionally suspicious. I've read a lot of descriptions that have said that Scorpio moons are a very, very jealous sign, and we can be jealous, but I think it's more so like Scorpio is an all or nothing sign, man. Like, we want a bond. We don't just want some like superficial light relationship. Like, in order for us to fully trust you, we have to pretty much like rip ourselves, or at least take the risk of being ripped wide open for us. That's what it feels like, to share with somebody intimately, because we do have a lot of secrets. That's a good way to put it. Scorpio is known for being very secretive in general, but Scorpio moons have kind of been through the ringer. Most of them, at least. Most of the ones that I've met. As you probably know, the moon represents your mother, and Scorpio moon's relationships with their mothers are very, very intense. Their mothers are normally pretty intrusive and kind of don't allow the Scorpio moon to have their own privacy, even though their mothers are very, very secretive themselves. You probably will not, no, I know you won't. I know every Scorpio moon that I have interacted with, as well as myself, has had a relationship that is very intense with their female maternal parent. Scorpio moon energy it's crazy. It's, for me, like, if somebody's coming to me and they're like trying to get me to open up to them, it's like pulling teeth until I trust you. And Lord knows when that will be, because we run like little bitches as soon as we see, which I don't know, that could also have a lot to do with my Pisces sun, I won't lie. But I would not say that somebody with a Scorpio moon is really that Scorpion-like, in the sense that like we're very dominant. I don't see myself that way, at least. It's more so like this fear of showing your emotional side, showing who you are. You don't want to ever show anybody that they hurt you. That's a big one for a Scorpio moon. You might have been raised in a situation where you were told actually not to show like pain, or that you will lose and the other person is winning. Scorpio moon energy it's a tough one. It's a tough one for a lot of people to handle. Scorpio suns, though, do a really good job with us. They really seem to understand us pretty well. And most Scorpio moons that I know do attract a lot to people with very strong Scorpio or Pluto placements in their charts, because they feel like they can actually be themselves. And that's a big one for Scorpio moons. It's really hard for us to be able to let out that intensity, to let out that incredibly deep, caring, and incredibly deep emotional nature with just anybody that we meet. We take a while. We have to trust them. And if you know a Scorpio, you'll know it's not easy for a Scorpio to trust. A Scorpio moon might actually be worse in regards to that, believe it or not. Personally, as a Scorpio moon and a Scorpio rising, I honestly hate that Scorpio gets such a bad rep. I hate that Scorpio is viewed as like this villain of the zodiac signs, because I definitely do not see myself that way. As a Scorpio moon, I definitely am very, very private, though. And even some of the people I have known for years do not know the depth of my emotions. I know that with myself, it takes years and years for me to trust somebody. And if somebody tries to peel away those kind of like onion layers without me feeling like I am in control of it, it will drive me absolutely batshit crazy. I do not open up to people well, and if I do and it's like rejected, or somebody acts as though like my emotional nature is too intense, I pretty much back off, and I'm like, there's no way that I could ever care about you, because for a Scorpio moon, you need to be able to show people that intensity. Now, a lot of things will tell you that with like a Scorpio moon, because we are considered to be in fall, we have to find a way to funnel and channel our intensity into something else other than just emotions. And I think that is true. But I think also that I don't know. You know what? No, I don't really think that's completely true. I mean, I am very artistic, and I definitely use the spiritual side of myself for like astrology, as I'm doing right now. But at the same time, to even tell a Scorpio moon that there's something wrong with them and that they need to be funneling that intensity into something else because the rest of the world can't handle them, you're just putting them in fall. You're just telling them they are messed up. And I don't want to ever believe that like that is true. I don't ever want to believe that Scorpio moon cannot find somebody that they can connect with, because I know that it's not true. I have, and I will. And that's just a very Scorpio-like trait in general for me to even like say those things, but it's very true. Scorpios are super intense. We do have intensity to us, an emotional level that like once we let ourselves be open to somebody hurting us or breaking our trust, we feel like we're pretty much bare. We feel like we have lost our armor, and it is scary as shit. Because you take off a Scorpio's tough outer shell, and what do they really have? They don't really have anything to protect themselves. And it's a harsh world out there, especially when you are very, very sensitive, and certain things can upset you very easily. Something that I have learned as a Scorpio moon definitely is that you have to kind of, I don't know, this is me, and I don't know if other Scorpio moons get like this over time, but it's like you learn that it's not all about you. Don't take that to the level that you're like making yourself too humble, where you're making yourself like too open to pain. I guess that's a good way to put it. But you can't get upset over the little things. The little things just do not matter. And that is something that I have definitely grasped as I've gotten older. But as I was young, or when I was younger, I definitely was a lot more sensitive. I definitely was easily hurt by things, and it caused me a lot of pain. But that's the price that you pay with a Scorpio moon. You're given this beautiful intensity that nobody else can reach. Like really, it is very true. Nobody else can reach it. Nobody else can fathom it. Nobody else can understand it. A Scorpio sun will be able to work with it. A 8th house sun will be able to feel comfortable with it. But it's all about you. You're going to be unique in that area. Your emotions are going to be yours, uniquely yours. And it will be hard unless you can find yourself some Scorpios and 8th housers to kind of congregate with. With my moon being in the 1st house, it makes it a lot more tough because my emotional nature is right out there in the open, right out there. And yet people still can't touch it. They can't penetrate it. And they're like, I can feel it, but where are you? And I'm like, I am behind a mask of bulletproof steel. That's Scorpio for you, though. So if you can get a Scorpio moon to break down those walls, Lord help you, you have somebody that will stay with you and stand beside you through life, through hell, through any sort of intense, terrible thing that could ever happen to you. And they will not only do that, but they will want to protect you as well. We're big fighters, definitely. There's this drive to also protect the people that we care about as well. Protect them from getting hurt and experiencing pain too. And it's something that we can't help but do. So yeah, Scorpio moons are highly distrustworthy. It takes a long time to break down those walls. It takes a long time to get us to the point that we feel like we can fully trust you. And honestly, even if we get there, there's still probably stuff that we're not going to trust you with. If you can actually break down somehow all of a Scorpio's armor, then you are a magician. I am sure of that. But really, a Scorpio moon sign will be the most loyal person that you will ever meet if you do not hurt them. And hopefully, as time has gone on, hopefully they are at a point that they aren't hurt by everything, that they have learned to put their sensitivities aside and kind of accept people, because like Scorpio is known for being a very critical sign because they are so sensitive. And so if you are a Scorpio moon, get yourself to that point, seriously, where you realize that the world really isn't trying to hurt you, that it's really you. And find a way to funnel that. But don't funnel your intensity, because that is a part of who you are. That is your psyche. you are a Scorpio. Even regardless of what your sun is, there is a very, very strongly intense part of you, and it's all based on your emotions. So yeah, that's pretty much a Scorpio moon in a nutshell. I wanted to definitely film this because I have seen so many videos on Scorpio moons, and they're all by people who either dated a Scorpio moon or have a friend that's a Scorpio moon, but none of them are actually Scorpio moons telling it like it is, explaining how it actually feels to have this intensity inside of you, to live with it every day. It's just observation, and Scorpios get a bad rep because people have a lot of observations on what a Scorpio is, but really Scorpio energy is something that you have to have in order to understand. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Ooh yeah, I should probably add also a Scorpio moon. If you do actually get a Scorpio moon, to unwrap all of the hidden intensity within them and show you that side of themselves, and then you decide to break their trust, you will probably never get it back. With Scorpio being such an all or nothing sign, you do get that option. You do get the opportunity to go there. You get the opportunity to experience them in their fullest. And if they open up to you and they lay down all their walls and bare their soul to you, and you somehow hurt them or you show them some sort of distrust, you will never get that back, ever. I'm not saying they can't forgive you. Scorpios can forgive, but they never forget. It's like that saying, I saw this like funny picture not that long ago about this. It said something along the lines of like, I'm not stupid, nor do I have Alzheimer's. That's very, very true of a Scorpio. So if you do get a Scorpio moon to let you into their own inner realm of things, and even more so than a Scorpio sun, definitely, and you somehow destroy that, they might come back to you, but they will never, ever, ever forget what you did. So you'll have to fight for that probably for the rest of your life if you plan on keeping them around, because they don't forget. Scorpio moons have an incredible memory in regards to hurt feelings. And even if you get one to the point that is already like not so sensitive to everything in life, if you destroy that trust, you're going to fight for it. And you probably will never get it back because they will never look at you the same. So yeah, that is Scorpio moon energy in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed that.